Let's talk about alkenes, right? Alkenes are considered to be unsaturated hydrocarbons, right? They consist of one or more carbon-carbon double bond. So they can have one or more carbon-carbon double bond, and they are unsaturated compared to your alkenes that are saturated. So let's explain that. Your alkenes, their general molecular formula is CN H2N, right? Your alkanes is CNH2N plus 2, right? So your alkene has two less hydrogens than the corresponding alkane with the same number of carbons, which is why your alkane is considered to be saturated because the carbons in your alkane has the maximum number of hydrogens that the carbon could possibly have, while this is unsaturated because it has less hydrogen than the alkane. So you can think about it simply what the words mean in English: saturated, unsaturated. Unsaturated, something is missing, right? So it's not saturated, okay? This also brings me to why, and if you notice, it's two. So your alkene, and let me make sure I write this properly so you know this is alkene. This is a ANE, right? All right. So your alkene has two less hydrogens than the corresponding alkane with the same number of carbons. So for your alkenes, we like to say that the double bond takes the place of two hydrogens, right? It's the double bond why we're missing the hydrogens. Let's talk about that. Let's look at our two structures here. This is my alkene, this is pentene, this is pentane. My alkane, my alkene, okay? The molecular formula for your alkene is C₅H₁. This is C₅H₁. Let's look at how the double bond takes the place of the two hydrogens, okay? So I have a carbon here. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. A carbon here, carbon, 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 carbon. Let's number these. So this is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at carbon 1 in my alkene. Carbon 1 in my alkene, and if you have forgotten line angle structure, please go back and look at line angle, how to draw, so you know why this carbon 1 only has two hydrogens. And I'll quickly remind you, here's my carbon 1. I have two bonds drawn towards it. Two, only two, one, two. My carbon 1 needs to have four bonds to it. So if only two bonds are shown, it means two bonds are missing. Those two bonds are in the form of two hydrogens, okay? Let's move over to my carbon number 2. Carbon 2 has three bonds drawn towards it, which means only one hydrogen is missing, okay? Let's go over to my alkane. On carbon 1 in my alkane, there's only one bond drawn towards carbon 1, so I need three hydrogens. So notice carbon 1 in my alkane has three hydrogens. This only has two. Carbon 2 in my alkane has two hydrogens. Carbon 2 in my alkene only has one. Pay attention and notice that carbon 345 has the same number of hydrogens, right? But here, the double bond takes the place of two hydrogens, which is why you end up with C₅H₁, C₅H₂. So that's where the unsaturation comes from. It's because you have less hydrogen. It's that simple.